Thank you so much for joining. We are introducing today the new Microwize Direct Connect via Relay Health. My name is Robert Gabriel, President and CEO of Microwize Technology, and I want to thank you so much for joining. I have on the call with me Greg Jones, from Premier Senior Product Engineer from Relay Health.
Okay, thanks a lot. So, Robert asked me to talk to you guys today about a partnership we're entering into, and I know that he had wanted me to share with you some of the things we've been working on, some of the things that I think really separate us and set us apart from other vendors that you may be working with or have worked with in the past. And so I'm just going to kind of touch at a very high level some of those tools that you're going to be able to use as a Relay Health customer. And one of the overarching things that we have tried to do here is really make it so that we are giving you information, we're pushing information out to you so that you don't have to dig around for it, you don't have to know what you're looking for. We're able to just provide you information about your processing, about your transactions at Relay Health, and give you that information, push that up to you. So this is a tool we call Connect Center. It is our portal. This is where you would do any of your interaction with us. What you're seeing here is the landing page. So once you log in, you're going to be taken to this landing page. And you're going to see at a glance, you can see that pie chart, that nice looking pie chart right in the middle there. That's going to give you information about your claims processing without having to dig around to look for it. So this is an example where we're showing you that in this case there are 10 rejected claims, 20 claims in good standing, 5 warning claims, and 5 denied claims. So we have this intelligence engine that's going out looking for these rejected claims and telling you how many there are. So you don't necessarily have to even know that you have a problem or have a claim number or anything like that. And I'm sure you're kind of familiar with that process of hunting around looking for a claim so that you can get to it and actually make that correction. We're actually pushing this stuff out to you. We're also giving you when you log in, this is going to be your stuff. So you're logging in here. You're going to see on the side here these work lists. This is some workflow that we've built in to make it easier. So you're going to see, again, your claims and your denied claims and things like that. The difference here, this is giving you a snapshot of a point in time for your claims. This is actually a list that's going to continue to be there until you close them out. So you close these different transactions out. The other thing that we're doing here on this dashboard is pushing out any kind of information that we think is relevant, something you may need to know. So right now, you know, we're giving you regulatory information, things about ICD-10. We're pushing that out to you. We'll also give you product news, and we have, you know, some exciting products that are available and new ones becoming available all the time. We also are giving you alerts and notifications. So if you are having problems with a payer, issues with a payer, and you want to know, hey, what's going on, or you want to know if maybe there's scheduled maintenance, or you just want to know that generally what's up with a payer, you can go in here and see these alerts, and you can click on them and see information about downtime, any kind of maintenance, any kind of outage. And we're giving you just that right amount of information. We're giving you only information about payers that you use. So we're not giving you, we're not kind of, you know, shotgunning out a ton of information to let you sort through it. We're narrowing it down to give you that just right amount of information, actionable information that you're going to be able to use and take care of your daily tasks without a whole lot of digging around and you know, having to know necessarily what you're looking for.
So Greg, let me just highlight one thing here I think everybody will benefit from. A lot of times when you run your aging reports from Medisoft or Lytec, it's too many pages, too cumbersome, takes long, it prints on too many paper. But looking at a snapshot of a dashboard like that, you can pinpoint any rejected claims before it's too late. It breaks my heart when I see a lot of people losing claims because of timely filing, because by the time they ran their aging report was too late. But if you, this should be like your morning dashboard looking at it, and it hits you there in the face that you have X number of claims rejected or X number of claims you need to work out. You don't need to run the reports. It's right there.
Absolutely. Thanks, Robert. That's a great point. And ultimately, at the end of the day, what you're getting here, when you're able to go in here and see this at a glance like this, you're ultimately shortening your AR days, right? You're able to identify those claims and correct them quickly, and you're not necessarily having to your point, Robert, dig through reports or anything like that. You are being told explicitly there's a problem. These are claims that are rejected, and if I'm coming in the morning and I'm gonna align my day, figure out what I'm gonna do with my day, that's where I'm gonna spend my time. And so we're giving you that information to help you ultimately get paid faster and get more accurate, clean claims out to the payer and save you time from having to look through lots of reports or know necessarily that there's a problem.
And also for 90 days, I might extend it longer, but for 90 days, for who of you changed to this platform, or to, I'm going to monitor this because I get an overview of your accounts. So I get an overview of all of my customers. So this way I get to see if any one of you is in trouble. You might be getting a call from me and saying, wait a minute, I see that there's some problem claims and nobody done anything about them. So I will be offering that service for 90 days for sure. I might extend it at no additional fee if this is something you value. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that's a great deal. And so I really think once you start using this, you're really going to see a lot of value in it. Just to give you a very quick overview here, you're able to click in these different task lists, and you'll see lists of claims, and you can see, hey, here's the amount, and you can do things very quickly like add a task, add a follow-up date, and things like that. You can actually drill all the way down into the claim. The same is true from here. You can get more of a status view. So there's a lot within this that that's going to make it valuable. That's going to make it really useful. And at the same time, we're not making it complicated. So we're increasing the value, but we're not increasing the complexity or the difficulty. We've really tried to make things intuitive and really try to give you things that are information that's actionable, not just a whole bunch of, again, shotgunning information out and then making you drill down to it. We're just giving you that just right amount of information. So within this, there's quite a few things you can do. You can do eligibility requests from within this portal. You can look at your work list. You can go and search for claims. And so, this is all stuff that you would expect to be able to do, search on statuses or things like that. You can search for your remits and see your remits, requeue. Same is true of reports. You can do enrollments. So every administrative task that you can imagine that you would need to do is all right now in this portal and right there for you to be able to consume. We also have an analytics tool and some administration functions. Again, everything that you would expect. The thing that separates us is that we are taking into account how you use this and making it intuitive, making it easy to use. And again, the ultimate goal here is to shorten your AR days to get you paid faster, more, etc. And that's really what we're trying to enable you to do with this product. So we've worked really hard. One of the things we've been working on, and I certainly have been focused on for the last year, is dealing with eligibility. And I know if you're used to doing eligibility verifications online, doing it programmatically or entering it in to a portal or whatever tool you're using to do eligibility verification, in Connect Center, we decided to make an eligibility product that is going to, you're going to be able to do the standard, hey, I'm going to make a request, I'm going to get a response. But what we've tried to do is give you a little more, take it a little further, give you that actionable information that we're really striving to deliver. So instead of getting a list of benefits, here you go, good luck, we are trying to drill down and give you views of the benefits. So what's the copay? What's the deductible? What's the remaining amount on the deductible? Within Medicare, what is there episode of care? Things like that. Are you within an episode? What are the skilled nursing days? Things like that. We're trying to arrange that information to make it more consumable, more useful as you do eligibility. The other thing is that we are taking any eligibility request or response, the whole transaction that we get, and we are putting it in Connect Center. We're saving all of this for 180 days. So if you were to do an eligibility transaction, let's say in LIHTC, you could still go see that in Connect Center. And so you would be able to take advantage of these views, because anything that's going through there, anything that's going through Relay Health is going to be shown here, again, for up to 180 days. So the one thing I can do, and I really think that this is a huge differentiator that nobody else is doing, we're able to search. So you can put in search parameters, you can get a list of eligibility transactions, and you can search on different parameters, and you can open up that transaction, and you're going to see the request. You're going to see all the various pieces of the request, the provider and the member ID and the first name and last name, all that stuff that you would expect. And then you're also going to be presented with the demographic information that's coming back in eligibility. So obviously, when you go to build a claim, you want to build it with what's on file at the payer. And we're highlighting that information here. And then we're giving you all of the benefit information, and we're kind of making it into easier to use, into an easier to use presentation. So if we also have this concept of views. So if you were interested in the deductible, for example, you can get to deductible. You can see the amount. You can also see the amount remaining. We're doing that calculation for you. So you would know if there were a deductible amount remaining, you would see that very clearly here.
Now, since I've been in healthcare, I'm sorry, Greg. Since I've been in healthcare, people have been asking about this. There's a lot of practices out there. They hold their claims, not submit it. I've seen people waiting 7 months not to submit it. This is like holding on your money for 7 months because they are afraid to bill the patient and not get paid. So they wait for other practices to bill. I don't know the legality of it, but it's none of my business. All I know is I hate to see you guys waiting on your money because you're waiting for somebody else to eat up deductible or bill the patient for the deductible. This puts you in the driver's seat here, tell you if the patient met deductible or not. This is huge. I've been asked about this for 20 years. People have been asking about it. Now we have it. Okay.
Yeah, that's a great point. And this is all stuff that we've been working on. We've been listening to the feedback. We've been taking into account all of these industry-wide issues. And to Robert's point, this has been an ongoing issue. I think eligibility in general, you get a lot of information back, and it's more of a matter of how do you deal with it. How do you make it actionable? How do you make it so that you can see a deductible, you can see the remaining amount, and know kind of how much you're supposed to take. So it's not just nice to know information. It's actually, here's something I can do to improve my my cash flow. And that's really what we have in our mind when we're working on all of our products. And you can also sort by the different service types. So you're going to have a lot more visibility into what is concerning. What is your concern? for eligibility. You're going to have that ability to drill in.
So a lot of plans now have high deductible, high co-insurance, high co-pay. By knowing how much the patient is due, you can get that money up front. You don't have to wait to bill the patient and good luck getting that money. You can actually do the calculation up on the front here before the patient leaves and get it from the patient if that's what you want to do. Sorry, Greg, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's all a great point. Very, very good point.
Okay.
So, moving on from eligibility, I'd like to spend a little bit of time maybe talking about our analytics package. Does that sound?
Sounds great.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
So what we have been working on, and this is a product we've had out for a little while, we're making this available now. It is our financial diagnostics tool. And so this is going to give you some really useful information about your practice. It's going to give you information about your AR days. You know, it's going to give you your whole revenue cycle summary. You know, and right away you can see that this is going to mirror, this whole thing is going to mirror the revenue cycle. So you can see each part of it. How long is it taking me to submit a claim? How much time is it, you know, what's the status at Relay Health? What's going on over there? Why am I having exclusions that are being held up and not sent to the payer? You know, what is going on once I get to the payer? How long is it taking? Which payers are paying me the most? You know, what's the status? And then at the end, you are going to see your remittance amount. And that's really where the rubber meets the road, right? This is how much am I getting paid? What's going on with all my, you know, my payment information? Who's paying me the most? Who's paying me the least? Who are my providers that are getting paid the most? You know, if you're dealing with multiple providers. We're also going to show you your ERA opportunities. You know, what payers am I submitting to that are not, you know, I'm not getting that remittance of information, that ERA electronically. You know, it's going to show you these are payers that you have the option to go and enroll in ERA with, you know, and get those remits electronically through Relay Health. So we're going to tell you that. And, you know, so you're being told right away, here's a recipe, here's your playbook for increasing your revenue and the time that it, you know, decreasing the time that it's going to take to get paid. We're also going to give you the ability to benchmark against a couple different things. You can choose just the standard, so we're going to show you how everything is processing, you know, how your processing is going compared to a Relay Health average, or you can do it by state, you can do it by specialty. You can do, you know, benchmarking a couple of different ways. And so that's really, we found that to be very valuable for our customers.
So this is going to be
within each of these.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
So, no, sorry, go ahead.
It will be great when negotiating with insurance company because you can show in your state or nationwide. If you think you, in your specialty, not many physician, you can show them that there's other physician with the same specialty getting paid better than you, and you can use that for negotiation. That's the whole idea here. Go ahead, Kirk.
Yep, definitely. That's a great point. And you can see here, you can click into one of these performance indicators, and you can see right away, you know, a time to submit trend, and you can see, hey, it's going up or down. This is the gray line that's been, you know, you're benchmarking against, so you can see that Relay Health average. You can see your you know, if you have multiple providers who's taking the most time to submit, you can get a view by claim dollar, how's that performing, or your days to submit. You can also go over, this is the next step in the revenue cycle, and you can see my exclusions and who are my payers that I'm having issues with. A lot of these are drillable. You can drill down and get even more information. Here's my exclusion reasons. You know, I've had a high number of missing or invalid subscriber payer response sequence number. Okay, and you know, you can kind of drill into that and get more information. These are the payers that I'm having this problem with. You can go now into the payer stuff. You can see the claim payers, and you can see the trends for those payers, the total amount. You can see who are the payers that are taking the most time. You know, so this is giving you a lot of information, and you can sort it kind of by line of business, and you can you know, get all kinds of information by line of business, and you can drill into that, and you can start to drill it down by payer. So lots of really useful information here, and lots of different, you know, options for how to the displays you're going to see. You can generate reports, all kinds of stuff like that. There's really a lot of useful information here. Again, the goal is to get you paid faster, get you paid more, identify where your problem spots are, give you that playbook that you're looking for to make it easier, to make your job easier and more profitable. You know, now we're at the remittance level, and you can actually start to see your receivable amounts, and you can see your trends. You can see a benchmark against however you've chosen to benchmark. You can see your payers. You know, who are your payers that are paying? Your receivable by providers and your declining rendering providers. And then this is what I was talking about a little earlier. You can go in here and see, okay, these are ERA opportunities. You know, these are payers that I can go and enroll with and get ERAs, electronic remittance advice. And so that's going to definitely help. So we're putting all this information in your hands.
And also, by having this information, I'll be able to take a bird's eye view of your practice and be able to advise you better. You know, there's a lot of people out there that's sending the wrong prices, and there's no way for me to know. But by seeing you that you're getting lower than your other physicians, that might raise a red flag for me and says, wait a minute, I think your fee schedule is wrong. Because guess what? If you can get paid $180 for a 99213 and you're only sending $75, guess what's going to happen? They're going to give you the $75. They're not going to give you what they would have give you if you would have sent the right fee. And it's amazing how many people out there have the wrong fees. And you know, maybe it's not you, but at least, you know, we have more tools that can help you diagnose any issues that you have from financial, cash flow, anything like that. So I think the more tools we have, the better collection that you can have and better cash flow. Go ahead, Greg. Sorry.
Hey, can I just add one thing?
Sure.
Greg, when you were kind of going through this, we also, from an internal standpoint, can really manage from an office standpoint that you can print this information out. As you drill into it, it's printable, you can export to Excel. It's more business-minded type of communications to really increase that revenue. But what's nice about it is what he's presenting into this analytics, it's coming to you. You're not searching for it. As he's making additional clicks, it's populated this information from what exists today sitting in your system. You're not hunting for this. We're bringing these alerts, this reporting mechanisms to you for you to do then the next level steps with it.
Great. Thank you, Jerry.
Yep. This is all based on your, you know, this is all going to be based on your data and your processing, except for the benchmarking. But yeah, this is all, you know, you're going to be able to see how your business is performing at the, you know, and get all that information. So, yeah, it's a great tool. And to Jerry's point, you can actually generate reports and print those off. And so if you want to show somebody that isn't going to necessarily be the kind of person who's going to log in and look at this, you can print them off. You can generate reports and things like that. And so it makes it easier to, you know, have, you know, if you want to show a payer if you want to talk to a physician or something like that about anything you see here, you have that ability to take that action. We're enabling you to take that action and make that happen.
Great.
So, you know, that's really within Connect Center. You're going to be able to go and use that fantastic analytics package, financial diagnostics. You're going to be able to do see eligibility or actually create ad hoc, you know, one-off or just create eligibility requests. You're going to have all of these tools right at your fingertips, right when you log on. That's going to tell you, here's the health of your business. You know, so we're enabling all of that information, and that's really, really what we try to do, and that's what we think about every day is how do we make it easier for you to get paid more and faster, and with the least amount of problems possible. Just a couple other things, and we're constantly, you know, working on new tools. One of the other things that you would be able to do, one of the things we offer are attachments, work comp claims you can send to work comp payers. You can send attachments along with those work comp claims, so that's another tool that we have. So really continuing to work on a lot of new and exciting products, and more to come. So, you know, Robert, I think from a high level, I've covered everything. Is there anything that you think maybe we should spend more time on, or do you want to open it up for
no,
Q&A?
let me just recap, then we'll open up for your Q&A. So this is still integrated with your Medisoft and LITEC. When I say integrated, it brings some reports inside your Medisoft and LITEC with revenue management as you're probably using today. If you're using a clearinghouse that's not a Relay or Capario, you don't get any reports inside your Medisoft or LITEC, but this is still integrated with your LITEC and Medisoft. You don't have to load up a file just like, you know, other clearinghouses. And the eligibility, it still will come inside Medisoft and LITEC. It's not going to be look as pretty as what you show in the portal here. So you will be using both. You'll be using the portal, and you will be using the you know, your report inside your Medisoft and LITEC as you probably doing today if you're using them. I think overall this will catch. Give you additional information as far as eligibility and deductible and how much they met, so you know when to bill. This will give you information about your, you know, you don't want to be sending claims with somebody that don't have that insurance anymore. I see that over and over. So this is going to give you a lot more information, comparison, how you compare to other physicians in the nation. Relay Health is one of the larger clearinghouses in the nation, and by giving you that data is probably the average nationwide, because they're one of the largest out there. So all of this is going to be with one price, which is $99 per provider, unlimited. We're not charging additional for the analytic. We're not charging additional for the remittance. We're not charging. This is all inclusive. And if you have more than 5 physicians, I will give you discounted prices. This will be getting direct billing from Microwize. So, and it doesn't matter if you have support or not. You can call Relay Health and be able to ask questions regarding to your claims if we're not available, or if you rather speak with the clearinghouse. So regardless of, you don't need to have an additional support plan to be able to get this. The support comes from both of us, and you can deal directly with Relay Health if you have to call them and ask a question. I think this platform is going to help with all the new challenges that's facing healthcare, and I'm trying as hard as I can to bring you the tools that can make you more money and give you more power as far as data and information. We live in an era where data and information is gold. In the old days, people digged gold and made money. People, made money on real estate. Now people making money on data. This data is king for you. So by knowing your data, by looking at your data and get the best out of it, you will be able to make more money for your practice. The last thing I want to see one of you selling to a hospital, I want to give you whatever it takes to keep you independent, and so you don't have to give up and just go sell out to a hospital, like, as you probably know, many physicians done that. Okay, so let's open the floor for Q&A, and I see questions already coming. So you will, if you connected through the phone, you raise your hand. There's a button there that looks like a hand, and if you connect it to a microphone or a phone, I'll be able to unmute you. If you not, then you just type your question, and I will read the question for you. So the first question coming from Denise: is the system ready for electronic submission for PIP and workers' comp carrier yet?
Yes, it's available right now.
Okay, so
you're able to, from within our system, you're able to connect to a large list of work comp payers, and we also have a portal that you could utilize to, actually attach documents to that that will then be distributed to the payer.
Great. All right. I see here Dr. Ron. Okay. Let me see. Doctor, hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you on the air. Go ahead.
Wow. What is the cost of this, and would this be instead of MD Online?
Yes, this will replace your MD Online, and this is not, how many providers you have?
One.
Okay, it will be $99, unlimited claims. Supporting is included. My monitoring is included. That's all one flat price.
That's per what time period?
It's on every month.
Per month, okay.
Yes. And there's no additional charge for the training. There's no additional charge for revenue manager setup. Will be all inclusive.
Well, I already did revenue manager,
yes,
so
we're not gonna recharge you for setting it up with a different clearinghouse. Like if you come to me and they said I changed to XYZ clearinghouse, I charge you money for that. But with this transition will have no additional money to you. I'm doing the setup for you. Yeah.
It's a monthly charge. So if I wanted to do it, I would contact you then.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Great. Anything else? So what did you like? What did you like the most about it, Doctor?
The eligibility part.
Mm-hmm.
I had a hard time seeing the diagrams, though. I'm on a laptop.
You had a hard time seeing.
It's really hard to view everything. Yeah.
Okay, probably your screen was not maximized. Like there's an option there all the way on top to fit the screen or to scale it. I'm recording this. I'm going to be sending it to you so you will see it enlarged, so you can watch whatever part you want again.
How will I do that?
I will be sending this recording to everybody.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Right. The next question is from Beverly. Beverly, can you hear me? Can you talk?
Yes.
Okay, you're on here.
I'd like to know when is this available?
Today.
So you have to get trained though before you set it up, or you set it up and then train?
We set it up and train. Now, which clearinghouse do you use now?
Relay Health.
Relay Health. Okay. We cannot switch from the old platform of Relay Health to the new one yet. So I will let you know as soon as that's available. So that's not available to switch you yet from what you have today to the new one. I will put you on the waiting list. As soon as that's available, I will switch you right away.
So what is the projection?
Jerry, would you know?
The projection for setup?
No, the projection if somebody's on an old platform overlay, they want to switch to the new one.
Oh, we don't have that yet. We're going to have more information over the holidays. That we're having meetings on that time frame. So it's going to be, it probably will be sometime 2016, but there hasn't been any type of date identified.
But isn't this put out by the same company, Relay Health?
Yes, but if you are under contract, we cannot just switch you right away. If you're not under contract, we can discuss it.
So how do you know the status? If you are,
call me offline and I'll discuss that with you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Beverly. Okay, the next question is coming. It's Denise again. Are PIP and workers' comp claims submitted the same way medical claims submitted? Okay, so
yeah, there's some specific. Go ahead, Robert.
Okay, so there's certain attachment that need to be done from the portal, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You would need to do the attachments to the portal, but the claims, there's a few things that you would have to put the work comp payer in there, and Robert, you probably know better than I do the actual setup of that piece, but for us, as long as we have a couple of values in the claim, we're able to then route it into our attachment system, and then you're able to go to a portal and do those associations, put in a PDF or a an image and attach it to the claim once it's in that attachment system.
Okay, thank you. Hopefully that answers your question, Denise. All right, so we coming to the end of the hour here, so please ask your question. I'll make this recording available to you, and I have one more question. Yeah, that's actually okay. You're welcome, Denise. So I'll give you a few more seconds or minutes to ask any additional questions, and I really think that this is going to be great for you guys. So one more question here, Doctor. Okay, let me unmute. Okay, Doctor, go ahead. Hello?
Was that me?
Yes, that's you, Dr. Ron.
Hi. Hi. When could I switch from MD Online? I wasn't clear.
Okay, we need to start paperwork first, so we're not gonna touch anything yet. We'll do the back end of the paperwork. Medicare takes about 4 weeks. Commercial takes only a week or so. Once we have everybody ready, we'll switch you. We'll be transparent to you. So the only thing you're going to be getting is the additional stuff that you've been getting. So in the background, nothing is going to change. But whatever changes, we'll train you again from the inside. What you have, Medisoft or Lytec?
Medisoft.
Medisoft. Okay. So we will show you how it works in Medisoft. We'll show you how the portal works again, and we're not gonna do any switches until all the payers are enrolled. Now, do you do eligibility verification now?
Pardon?
Do you do any eligibility verification now?
I don't do it now, no.
Oh, okay. So that the eligibility verification, it will be portion integrated. So you're using the scheduling in Medisoft?
Yes, I think.
Okay. So the way it works in Medisoft or Lytec the same way, if I have, let's say, 50 patients coming on Monday, it will tell me out of all these 50 patients, what if their insurance is valid or not. It will tell me what's their copay. It will tell me their deductible. It will give me
Before they come in?
before they come in. It will give
How?
you a lot of the stuff that you saw on the portal. It's not going to look as neat as a portal, but it's going to be in a file. It's a 271 format, if you know what that is. But when you log into the portal, you're going to be able to narrow down to the area, and it's formatted a lot neater than the way it's going to come as a report inside Minnesota. But you will be able to know before the patient comes in if the insurance they're coming with that you haven't in your case is valid or not, or it's still good or not. I always say it takes 5 times the effort to try to correct a mistake after you bill it than if you would have known ahead of time and avoid sending the claim the wrong way or the wrong insurance. It will save a lot of timely filing. It will save a lot of aggravation, and will save you a lot of labor. So you will be extremely happy with it. So I'll call you after this meeting, and we'll send you the paperwork and get you going.
I'm just curious, how will you know about eligibility if I haven't seen the patient and don't have their card yet?
Excellent question. So when you set up in Medisoft, let's say if I'm an existing patient, you already know what's my insurance is. So I'm an existing patient. What specialty is your practice?
Psychology.
Psychology. Okay. So your patient keeps coming over and over, right?
I don't care about them. You talk about new patients.
Oh, you talk about new patient. You will not know the eligibility unless you know what plan I have and what's my policy number.
Right. So I won't know until they come in.
Well,
Normally.
it depends. Some people get that information over the phone. Some people that ask the patient to fill things online. So if you have it, you will know it. But a lot of times patients, they get fired or they change jobs or their jobs change insurance, and they be coming and they didn't tell you that they changed their Oxford to Aetna or Aetna to United. You will be able to know that before they even tell you.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Right. Great. So any other questions? All right. Well, I guess good time flies fast. And I want to thank you so much for attending, and I appreciate your business and the time you took out to take a look at the Microwize Direct Connect with Relay Health. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.